Air show officials say there were no injuries on the ground. A marathoner who is in Toronto to compete this weekend set 8 new world records during warm-up races. But it's another number that makes his accomplishment so incredible.
He broke it by over 5 minutes. Unbelievable.
Fauja Singh is 100 years old. He began taking part in marathons about 20 years ago and says he runs about 16 kilometers every day. He is expected to take part in the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon on Sunday. That would give him another record for the oldest man to compete in a marathon. Wow. And that's the latest from CTV Early Edition. Now let's get a check on the weather with Jeff. Hey, blanked out there for a second.
Always good to know where you are.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks for coming in this morning.
You're more than welcome.
Here to CTV.
Yes.
Where you work.
I know. I know.
All right, let's have a look at the weather across the country today. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's a rainy day from Ontario east, and you can see, look at the radar here. You know, we do have risk of thunderstorms, too, in the Nickel Belt region, Sudbury, North Bay, Sault Ste. Marie, Montreal, Quebec City later in the day, risk of some thunderstorms here, and Toronto, some showers today. In southwestern Ontario, you've got a 70% chance of showers this morning and only a 30% chance this afternoon. You can see you're sort of on the backside of the system, but this has the potential to, again, curl around. So we're looking at the rain, and the amount of rain you're going to see, especially associated with these thunderstorms, is anywhere from 10 to 15 millimeters of rain, possibly 20. In the Maritimes, it's much less rain in terms of volume, maybe just a couple of millimeters of rain, which is going to end probably later in the day in most locations, but certainly just a wet kind of damp day in store there, and mainly cloudy in Corner Brook and St. John's today. Now we've got a little bit of cloud as well moving into British Columbia, so essentially it's a sun-cloud mix, but maybe a little more sun, or maybe a little more cloud than sun. But in the southern interior, we're looking at 14 degrees and mainly sunny conditions for both Kelowna and Kamloops, and a nice day through Alberta, although mainly sunny in or mainly cloudy in the Fort McMurray region. Now it's mainly cloudy in Saskatchewan again today, and with 8 degrees in Regina and Saskatoon, it's just a 30% chance you could see some showers. Cloudy with some sunny breaks and cooler in Winnipeg now, and again in Thompson today, same thing as the last couple of days, cloud and drizzle. Now some showers in northwestern Ontario, risk of thunderstorms through the Nickel Belt region into Montreal and Quebec City. Don't rule out a thunderstorm possibility for Ottawa as well, and then showers in Toronto and also back through southwestern Ontario. Again, you're likely seeing showers now, 30% chance they could redevelop. Winds are going to also pick up in this part of the country this afternoon. So 18 in Montreal and Quebec City with the rain and potential thunderstorms, and it's mainly just showers and a couple of millimeters of rain, maybe 2, maybe a little bit more throughout the Maritimes today, but temperatures still up at 17 and 18, and a cloudy day for the most part in Corner Brook and St. John's. That's the weather here on Canada AM.
The anticipation for the newest Apple gadget is over. Today, the iPhone 4S is finally going on sale.
And I understand this is the initial launch of Steve Jobs' last iPhone that he was alive to promote, so it's a special day, so I want to be part of it.
The first person in line at Toronto's Eaton Centre waited since 5 a.m. on Thursday. A similar scene played out across Canada and around the world. Even Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak had to wait in line to get his hands on the phone. In Australia and parts of Asia, the phone went on sale to great fanfare. The 4S is a revamped version of the last iPhone, but has some new features like a better camera and a voice command option. Now for the latest business news, it's over to Michael Kane. Happy Friday morning to you, Michael.
Happy Friday, Jennifer. Have you ever Googled yourself?
Oh, dear.
No, don't answer. Don't answer. I want to tell you about Google's earnings. They were up. Other side of the break. We'll go through that.
Excellent. Good. We'll look forward to that. And Detroit pulls out the win against Texas. Jeff will have the highlights and what the win means for the rest of the stats just ahead here on AM Early Edition.
Meet the Chevrolet Equinox, a meet a world of new experiences, new places, new flavors, a new way to squeeze more kilometers of fun out of every tank. Fuel-friendly, adventure-friendly, so you can fill up without filling up with best-in-class highway fuel efficiency. The 2011 Chevrolet Equinox, driving our world forward.
So when you buy this love seat and chair, you get this 100% genuine leather sofa for just $5.99.
$5.99 for this all-leather sofa?
Thank you. What a deal. High five. $5.99. Thank you. Thank you. Fist bump.
This week, Leon's is shaking things up with its all-new Spectacular Prices event, where you can take advantage of the lowest furniture prices you've ever seen. And you don't have to pay for 18 months. Don't miss it.
Meet Norm. Every day, Norm drove to work, until one day, it all went wrong. But along came the Michelin Man, who reminded everyone that the right tire changes everything. And with winter tires in place, Norm's vehicle worked wonders on ice. Stop up to 2.7 meters shorter in icy conditions with Michelin X-Ice Xi2 tires. Michelin, a better way forward.
I can power my way through anything.
I can pull a boat for miles and miles.
I can be a hero every day.
Toyota Tundra, as dependable as you can get. Hurry into your Prairie Toyota dealer for great clear-out offers on 2011 Tundras.
Closed captioning of this program brought to you in part by Alberta Blue Cross. If you're without employer health benefits, get affordable health coverage today. Call 1-800-AB-CROSS.
Welcome back to Canada AM Early Edition. Now for a look at this morning's business headlines. We're joined by Michael Kane from Business News Network. Not such a bleak week on the markets. Now, let's talk, first of all, we have to go back to Google.
Yeah.
Their earnings better than expected.
It's very unusual to see stocks trading in pre-market really early in the morning. Normally they get going around 7 o'clock Eastern time. At 5 o'clock this morning, I was looking at Google, and stock up 6.25%. The earnings came in considerably better than expected. In 3 months, Google made a profit of $2.73 billion profit in just 3 months, and it's going up and up. As a matter of fact, something that caught my eye was a service they have called Google Plus, which is like Facebook, and they are killing with Google Plus. In July, they had 10 million people signed up. Today, they have 40 million.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, I was talking to somebody in the newsroom, not in our newsroom, but the newsroom that's next to us at CP24, and they said Facebook is so 2010 that apparently, I don't know. But in any case, social networking is really taking off, and Google, like everything else, they're dominating it right now. But the stock is really going to take off at the start of trading today, it looks like.
Okay, now Jim Flaherty in Paris this weekend. I wouldn't say stern words, but still, you know.
Yeah, no, he has expressed concern that, that Greece and the other Euro nations have to really urgently address the situation. That's really been the chorus that we've heard from finance ministers of the G20. G20 meeting this weekend of finance ministers, preparatory for the November meeting of Prime Minister Harper and the leaders. There is an EU leaders meeting sandwiched in between there, and all it is, it's a staying in touch with you kind of series of meetings, so that that Europe gets the message that they've got to sternly address this situation.
Okay, and markets, gold, oil, dollar, all up.
They are all up. It looks as though this is a risk-on day in the marketplace. Gold dipped yesterday, it's back up. Oil dipped yesterday, it's back up. The markets overseas in Europe are positive, and the Canadian dollar is up to 98.25 cents U.S.
Wow. Okay, good stuff, Michael. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
You bet.
And the Tigers stay alive, and the Brewers and Cards are all even. Jeff has the scorecard for us in sports. Take it away, Jeff.
All right. Thank you, Jen. Boy, I'll tell you what, the Detroit Tigers needed a win yesterday at home, and they got it to stay alive. They hit for the natural cycle